It's rack store haul time. Hey friends, Ash here with Gents. Hope that you're doing well. So yesterday I went shopping. Went to some of my rack stores here locally. You know them by the names of TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Ross's, Burlington. Only one of them actually had anything worth buying. And we're going to go over the 3 that I bought right here. I'm going to give you the pricing, show you the presentation, see how they smell, see if any of them are any good, and show you what they had at the store as well. So let's jump into it. Now I'm going to have to pull up the photos on my handy dandy iPhone so I can remember exactly what they had there that I didn't buy. I went to TJ Maxx first, and they had absolutely nothing. Like, it was legitimately like Death Valley out there. It was bad. Probably should have taken a picture of it, but it was just so depressing that I just hightailed it out of there. I did check out the ladies section as well, because sometimes the ladies section of TJ Maxx, or really any of these rack stores, will have men's fragrances also, but no, they had 6 fragrances in the men's section. Not 6 different fragrances to choose from, 6 bottles. So I got up out of there, and then I went to Burlington, and I found some stuff at the Big B, and that is where I got the haul from. So let's really quickly take a look at some of the photos that I took of the selection that they had there. So one thing you're gonna notice is a whole bunch of Calvin Klein, a whole bunch of Guess, and a little bit of Beverly Hills Polo Club and Lacoste thrown in there as well. Also, they had a good amount of Vince Camuto. They were all fragrances that I owned. I mean, pretty much everything that you see here I have. So it was kind of a struggle to find some things that I didn't already own or that I was even remotely interested in. As well, they had Mont Blanc Starwalker, not Starwalker Extreme, but just straight up Starwalker. And if you don't own that one, that's a really nice one worth picking up. They also had a decent amount of Banana Republic fragrances in the Icon line that were strewn throughout, both in the men's section and women's. They also had a Zaro Sport. If you see that, leave it. It's terrible. And they had a bunch of police fragrances, which I thought was interesting because I've never actually seen those at a Burlington before, but there were a number of different police fragrances there on the cheap. Another thing that I thought was interesting is they had Dunhill Driven right at the entrance of the store. Didn't expect to see that. So what did I get? Well, I got 3 things, all of them cheap. First off, Guess Dare for men. This was $12.99. It's a 50 ml size bottle. Then I got Guess Man Gold, which was $19.99, the most expensive thing that I picked up. And this is a 2.5 ounce, 75 ml size bottle. And then Joop Wow Fresh. This is a 40 ml size bottle, 1.3 ounces, $14.99. So we're gonna start off with Guess Man Gold. I like gold. Guess is a fragrance house that for me is a little bit hit or miss. Sometimes they have fragrances that are fantastic buys for the price, and other times they're just cheap and crappy. Here's your presentation. It's very shiny and reflective. It says the name of the house and size and concentration on the front there. Nothing on the sides, nothing on the top. Not too much on the back either. And badge code is LE29. It does feel kind of cheap. The cardboard is kind of thin, but it's a cheap fragrance. And here is Le Bateau. I don't think that's actually how you say the bottle in French, but it just says Guess on the front. It's gold, surprise, with this little cutout where you can see the purple juice on the inside. The badge code is in ink on the bottom of the bottle, but it somehow has pretty much rubbed off already, even though I just opened the box. Cap clicks snugly into place, so that's good. Let's go ahead and give it a spray. Atomizer looks like one of those cheaper ones, kind of like a hairspray atomizer. See how it works. Not bad. Yeah, off a tester strip. Smells like hairspray in the opening. I guess if you wanted to stretch the boundaries of your imagination, you could say that it smells kind of like a warm shower gel kind of thing. Yeah, I don't like it. Yeah, I think it's pretty bad. Yeah, that sucks. I'm gonna try it off skin. Wish me luck. Tester strips don't always tell the truth, and I didn't want to spray this on skin, but that is really bad smelling. It's really cheap. It's very synthetic, chemically. Something I think is garbage. Yeah, I was trying to think of a nicer way to say that, but there's really not. I mean, it's better off skin, but it's still not very good. It's very flat. That's the problem. There's just this kind of like muted blah chemical feel to it where you don't get, you know, any sort of complexity, which I wouldn't expect from this, but you don't get any. It's just very, yeah, I don't like this at all. On to the next. Joop Wow Fresh. $14.99. Now, the original Joop Wow, the Eau de Toilette, I like a pretty good amount. I think it's a solid fragrance, so hopefully this one is better than this one. So here's your presentation. You got the name of the fragrance, name of the house, size and concentration up here on the front, little info about Joop on the side, nothing on the back, ingredients on this side, nothing up top. On the bottom, you have your badge code, which is really long. No, I was wrong. That's not the badge code. I'm a Momo. The badge code is punched into the box. It's just really hard to see. I'm gonna get the bottle out and then just read it off that. It's a little bitty tiny baby bottle. This is the tiniest wow I've ever seen. Whoa. Name of the fragrance, name of the house right there on the front. Has a little exclamation point on top of the atomizer. That badge code is 1084, way easier to read off this bottle, etched into the glass down there. I really like how they do the cap. So it's just like a bottle cap with a hole in it, and you just put it over right there so you can still see the atomizer. Since I've already sprayed it on skin on this side, I'm gonna spray this one on this hand, you know, heck with it. Well, you can tell quality-wise, there's a big difference between this and the Guess. It's much livelier here, much fresher. It's got more of a pop to it, grabs your attention. It doesn't have that flatness that Guess Man Gold has. I like it. It's like a bit of a spritz of citrus and then fresh florals that have been spritzed with water, kind of right alongside them, all popping out together. It's got a faint green semi-aquatic nature sitting underneath all of that, a floral bergamot citrus feeling in the opening, sweetness underneath it all as well. It's not the type of scent that immediately blows you away, but it is the type of scent where you smell it and you go, man, it's competently done, it's put together pretty well, the quality is there. It's pretty good. Really solid. Really solid. That's what I would say. Especially at $14.99. If this were, you know, $40 or something like that, $50, $60, at that point, way too much. But at $14.99, it is a steal and a half. Yeah, I'd say if you could get a full-size bottle of that for about $40, that would be a really solid price. Even though this is a little one, 40 mils, $15. Take that all day, every day. I'll give Guess Man Gold another quick smell before we go on to the last. I'll tell you, it's settled in. It smells better now. The opening sucks. The opening is really bad. It's like a very warm, smooth, woodsy scent with an ambery sort of vanilla underneath it. It smells pretty nice for the price. It's not bad, but that opening is trash. Guess Dare, last one, $12.99, cheapest of the bunch. It's got kind of a denim look to the box. You got the name of the fragrance, name of the house, name of the concentration, name of the size, blah, blah, blah. It says Guess on the top. You got a little bar of silver that goes across it. A little info on the buttom. And what's the badge code here? KK20. Unfortunately, I think this one's just gonna have to be tester strip only, because I don't wanna unbutton the shirt. Here is your bottle. Guess. It's got this kind of knurled faux metallic cap. What's that? It's click into place or slide into place? Slide. And yeah, it's got a sticker on the bottom, and there she blows. All right. Let's see how Guess Dare is. Yeah. It's okay. Not something I'd wear, but it's like a fresh out of the shower fragrance for younger guys, made for spring, summer, early fall, daytime casual use, gym scent, sports scent, stuff like that. It's really fresh, fresh spiciness, kind of an aromatic feel to it. It's actually not that bad. The opening of Guess Dare is way better than the opening of Guess Man Gold. It's nothing new or unique or anything like that, but yeah, for a younger guy, I think it could be really good. Or really any guy, it doesn't have to be somebody young, but anybody who just wants a hyper inexpensive fragrance that's going to be very inoffensive, easy to pull off, just grab and go, freshy. But again, don't go into this expecting anything new or groundbreaking. It's not. It's just simple. $12.99 though. Could be worse. Heck, I guess I will do it. It's really super quick. You know, it's not fair if I don't. It smells way better on a tester strip, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, that initial blast on skin is rough. It has this similar kind of synthetic chemical vibe that Guess Man Gold has. Not a surprise, I guess. They're both from the same house and they're both very inexpensive, but it almost sticks to the inside of your nose. Like it clings on to your hairs in your nose. I'm not sure what's causing that. It's got like a faint powderiness to it. I'm guessing the jasmine in the mid doesn't smell very nice in the opening. It's pretty bad. It's like an overload of aroma chemicals that are inexpensive, that cling to you and overwhelm your senses, even though the fragrance itself isn't projecting all that well. And it's this sort of like overdose of juniper and jasmine used in such a way that it comes across aggressively chemically in here. As it's settling, it's beginning to smell better, but it is nowhere near as fresh as off this tester strip. It is way different. Let's wrap it up, shall we? So my least favorite is this one. Off skin, it's not great. Once it settles in, it's okay. And I mean, it's $13, so I don't know that you can expect something amazing, but it doesn't really work that well for me. Guess Man Gold is second. The opening there still is not very pleasant, which is kind of a bummer. You want that opening to be really nice and inviting. You know, it's like a welcoming thing. Every time you spray it on, you get that opening and you go, ah. But with this one, you go, ugh. And Wow Fresh is the best thing here. It's not close. So Wow Fresh basically lives up to what its name says. It takes the Wow DNA from Joop Wow Eau de Toilette, freshens it up. Now I'll tell you what, that freshness is persisting, and it still has that really lovely sort of sparkle to it that it has in the opening that carries through into this first part of the mid. So of the three, if you see this, I say buy it. $14.99. That's a steal. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. Thanks for hanging with me. Thanks for your support. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with another fragrance video. Taking this one with me.